There's a strange feeling that many people carry throughout their lives without ever knowing what to call it. It's not exactly sadness. It's not despair either. It feels like a thin, quiet emptiness sitting behind everything. You still wake up on time. You still go to work. You still live a normal routine. You may even have a partner, friends, and a stable income. But when you finally come home and the noise fades away, you realize something unsettling. Inside you, nothing is truly alive. There is no inner fire, no clear direction, no sense that you are moving towards something that matters. On the outside, everything looks fine, but on the inside, it feels like you're standing slightly outside your own life. You can see yourself functioning, being responsible, doing the right things, but you don't feel connected to any of it. And sometimes the most confusing part is this: why do I feel empty when I don't seem to be missing anything? This emptiness is usually not loud. It doesn't scream. It's more like a clean, quiet room that feels cold. A life that is full on paper, but somehow not whole. You can smile, you can perform, you can get things done, but deep down, a question keeps returning. What am I actually living for? This feeling is not new. Many major thinkers have spoken about it. They just used different language. Viktor Frankl, the founder of logotherapy, described something called the existential vacuum. He noticed that people don't only break down from a lack of money or comfort, they break down from a lack of meaning. A life can be stable and well-structured and still feel empty, like a shell. Existential philosophy touches the same point. Thinkers like Sartre and Camus argued that life does not come with a pre-packaged purpose. There is no single correct meaning built into existence. And that can be uncomfortable because it means you're thrown into freedom. You must choose, create, and take responsibility for your own meaning. Buddhism and meditation offer a different angle. Instead of trying to fill the emptiness, they suggest that the craving to fill it might be the real source of suffering. You feel empty because you believe you must feel complete. You believe life should always provide a big purpose, a strong emotional high, or a certain answer. But meditation says, look directly at the emptiness. Don't run. Don't label it too quickly. Just observe. Alan Watts and many modern West thinkers build a bridge between these worlds. He often pointed out that we suffer because we treat life like a test, a project, a race we must win. But life is closer to a dance. It's not meant to be rushed toward an endpoint. It's meant to be lived in rhythm, in presence. Emptiness often appears when there is a mismatch between two layers of life. The first layer is stability. Work, money, routine, responsibilities, relationships. This layer keeps you safe. It gives you structure and a place in society. The second layer is aliveness. The feeling that you are growing, moving, connecting, creating something meaningful to you. Many people have stability, but they don't feel alive. They're not living incorrectly. They're living on autopilot. They're functioning well, but they are not present. And emptiness becomes a signal. A part of you is not participating in your own life. A common misunderstanding is that emptiness means you lack something, so you chase more. More money, more achievements, more relationships, more experiences. And yes, those things can make you busier, but they don't always make you feel more whole. Because emptiness is not simply a lack of material things. It is often a lack of meaning. And meaning is not something life automatically gives you like an assigned mission. Meaning is something you create. It forms when you choose something real enough to devote yourself to. It could be a small goal, a personal project, caring for the people you love, becoming a better version of yourself. You don't need to be extremely rich to have meaning. You don't need a grand dream. Many people are not happy because their goals are huge, but because their goals are honest, right for their season, right for their inner energy. But there is one subtle point. Goals are not meant to cover the emptiness as an escape. If you use goals like painkillers, you will constantly need new ones just to avoid facing yourself. And eventually, you burn out. A more mature view is this. Emptiness is not the enemy. It is space. It is the ground where new meaning can be born. Sometimes emptiness is simply a sign that you have entered a new stage of life, where you can no longer live on old meanings, and you are being invited to create a new one, not to impress the world, but to live honestly with yourself. And if you want one simple conclusion that holds the essence of all of this, it might be this. Emptiness is not because life lacks something. Emptiness is when nothing inside you is truly alive. And meaning is not something you find out there. It is something you create by choosing what is worth living for in this season of your life.